Hey friends, I apologize for the lighting. It's pretty dark and rainy today, so it's not great, and your girl is not a professional by any means. But I'm sure you saw the title, and today I would kind of like to give my honest feelings and like thoughts about, the situation. But before I get into that, I would like to link you Saros TV did a video about this, and again, not a professional, so if you really want to get a better video about the subject, I watched their video and I'll link it below because it's pretty good. But even before that, I was thinking about talking about it because it really is a real life take she has. Let me kind of show you some things she said first.
You can't fight hate with hate. It doesn't get you anywhere. It literally does not get you anywhere. Like, it's so important to, like, as someone who's very open-minded, to be around closed-minded people and show them that it's okay to be open-minded is actually one of the most important things you can do, like, as a human.
Okay, so if you watched my last video, you already know that I was pretty close to someone who did not really have a good outlook on people in general, and that whether that be people in their family or just people they didn't know. And some of those views were really shitty. And so I can tell you from personal experience that I watched someone change some of their viewpoints in front of my very eyes and become a better person for it. And 99% of that, well, I don't want to say how much of it was because of me and how much of it was because of them, but I can tell you that I was the one that reinforced constantly when they were saying something shitty and they needed to not say it. And I watched them change in front of me because a lot of the times all it takes is to love and or respect someone and hear what they're saying to kind of see their side. And especially if that side is coming from kindness. Like, I was teaching them over time to be a more kind person. And that's really easy to take to when someone is giving you that in return and you love and care or respect them. So I saw completely where she was coming from. I think a problem maybe a lot of people had was you know what? The thing is like, this is just a real life take, and this real life take was given on the internet. And honestly, I think that is a big part of the problem because like everyone cannot say, I mean, I'm sure there are people that have cut any and everybody out of their life, family or friends, that had a viewpoint that they didn't agree with. I'm sure there are people out there like that, but the majority of people are not cutting everyone out of their real life who sees something differently than them, even if it is a like just really ugly, hateful viewpoint, and you're not like that. Like, a lot of these people are their friends, their family, they're people you love and care about. And just because they have a shit point or a shit way of looking at things and other people doesn't mean you do. And you really want them to become someone who doesn't think like that, because you see this person that you care about being ugly, and like, that's the last thing anybody wants. So it's like, you're putting time and effort and showing them, you're living by example for them also. Like, I do think you should call out the things they say and push back against it, because if you're close to them and you're not going to do it, who is? But you're also leading through example, and that is very important, especially for adults. Like, people say that for kids all the time, but adults, yes, adults need that. And I think that there is this online group of people who is like, who have the viewpoint of giving up on people like that. They're just trash, and it's like, that's not how you, at the end of the day, the online group of people who are like, just give up on them, they're trash. Like, do you want people to stay divided?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's
cutting
so
people off, like, fighting people is like, it just separates people more. Like, if you say, you're so stupid. Why do you believe in that? Compared to saying, huh, why do you believe in that?
Do you not want people to be more unified and have, goals together that they can try to push to accomplish? I want my country to be more unified, and I want the people in my country on average to be decent people. That's what I want, and to have, love and compassion for each other. I want that. So, like, I think when it comes down to it, it really is just sharing a real life point of view on the internet, where that tends to not live, because there's a thing where some people are chronically online, and I'm one of those people. So I see a lot of the hellscape that comes with that.
Very open to opinions, but I'm not open to bullying of any kind. Even if that's high roading, I'm not open to that. It's not helpful.
And then there are people who are not. And when those two things mix, it tends to create something, just an illusion. It tends to create an illusion. And so I think that she's getting this illusion right now that what she said in some way, or how she feels in some way, is like truly wrong. But it's like it's real life, right, girl? I don't know how else to say it. But at the same time, like, I really want to say that I have cut people out of my life because they did it more harm than good. So when she's talking about her stepbrother cutting out her dad,
Too, I don't judge my stepbrother for not talking to my
No, not at all.
dad. My stepbrother is allowed to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He is so allowed to be pissed at my dad, and clearly, like, my dad is very hurtful when he uses the wrong pronouns.
like, that makes sense, because in that situation, I'm sure the dad is doing the stepbrother more harm than good, and do what's right for you. Cut him out. Like, I totally get that. I've cut plenty of people out that were doing me more harm than good. So it's not that I don't agree with that part of it. Like, if you are doing someone more harm than good, or they are doing you more harm than good, then you probably shouldn't have a relationship. Sorry. That's I believe in the no contact thing for whatever reason, as long as it's a good one. You know what I mean? I believe in that. But I also think that if you have a fairly good relationship with someone and they have shitty behaviors, then it is good for you to take the responsibility to try to be someone to help the world out by fixing that. It's just what I think. And honestly, I think that it is not doing the world any favors, and it's pretty disingenuous for her to apologize. To be clear, I understand why she apologized and she was pressured into it, but if she still thinks that way and really does believe that way, I don't think that she should have to apologize for, her real life, basically. Like, she just is trying to help people actually be less hurtful to others, which is a good thing. It's a really hard, nuanced topic, honestly. It really is. And I guess I just don't understand the mindset of people that want an apology from her. Because I don't think that it does any good to say, okay, there are these people and there are these people, and they should forever be on opposite sides. I don't see how that benefits anyone, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. I know this was kind of all over the place. It's definitely not scripted. So I hope I got my point across, And I'm sure some people are going to take me the wrong way because this is the internet. But I believe that it's a very nuanced topic, and I believe that it takes good people with a good outlook on things to change people with a shitty outlook. And I think that it will always be that way. And as long as we have people trying to do that, we're progressing into a better direction. Thanks for watching. If you watched all the way through, if you'd like to like or subscribe, that would be fantastic. Leave a comment. If you don't want to do any of those things, that's okay. And I will try again next time. Bye bye.